Hello everybody, it is the Ghosty Boy, and today I have extremely exciting news because the Walking Dead TV show is getting a video game, and this is something that I've been wanting for so long. They never really made a video game based off the TV show other than the Daryl Dixon game, which, let's be honest, that wasn't the best. I tried replaying it, and you know. I really am happy that they're doing something like this because The Walking Dead is a show that's very special to me, and it's pretty much my whole introduction to zombies and horror and all that stuff. The show isn't the scariest, obviously, but to a 10-year-old, which, yeah, at the time I was 10 years old because The Walking Dead came out in 2010. Crazy to think, but it's been that long. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down this trailer and giving my thoughts on everything. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, hit that lickety like, and if you're new, give it a sibbity sub. Comment down below letting me know what you think of The Walking Dead and if you're really excited for this game. And yeah, let's get to it. One of the things that I find really interesting about this game is there's going to be choices that you make, a lot like the Telltale games, which are absolutely amazing games. Who doesn't love those games? It's got a special place in my heart, that's for sure. But yeah, depending on those choices that you make will decide whether or not Rick dies or survives against Shane, which has been something that's been talked about a lot. Like, what would it be like if Shane were to pretty much be in control of the group and be the leader? What would he do against Negan and all this other stuff? Would he get them all killed? Very interesting stuff, and I'm so happy that this is pretty much the story of this game instead of just a normal, like, recap of the whole series. So in this first part of the trailer that I'm going to be showing you guys, we get to see Shane and Daryl finding the prison first instead of Rick and Daryl, which there is an option to still have Rick survive, but we're not going to be doing that because I want it to be interesting. So I'm probably going to let Rick die in the first playthrough of this game and see what Shane does. Once again, I think this is such a cool story, and I'm just so excited.
Now don't panic. No one is going anywhere.
So that's pretty awesome to see, and then we have Shane giving the whole speech that Rick gave to the whole group after he killed Shane, being like, I killed my best friend for you people. This isn't a democracy anymore.
Last thing we need is for everyone to be running off in the dark.
I'm keeping this group together. Alive. I've been doing that all along. No matter what.
So in this short clip, we get to see a little bit of the farm, and it's just so nostalgic just seeing the farm again because of how long it's been. Once again, it's crazy to think that The Walking Dead came out in 2010, and we're in 2023. Quite a long time ago. It's going to be so exciting playing through the first episode, just seeing the don't dead open inside door. Don't open dead inside. And then we see this trailer catch on fire, and originally I thought this was the scene with Herschel's son where the whole farm gets overrun and a whole bunch of walkers go inside the trailer and eat him while Rick is on top of the trailer like, well, not my problem. And then in the next part, we get to see more of the prison, and it looks really cool, and we get to see Shane pretty much having his little moment with Lori and then losing that once Rick came along. And then we have the main part of the game here where the biggest decision is going to be made, where Shane takes out Rick in the woods, to kill him and pretty much just get rid of him so he can be with Lori and Carl.
I didn't ask for this. I killed my best friend for you people. Go on. There's the door. Let's see how far you get.
And then we get to see some gameplay, and one of the biggest things that is really concerning to me and a lot of other people is, let's be honest guys, the graphics, it doesn't look that good. But I'm really hoping, because I know in the beginning of the game it said it's not finished, they're still working on it, but I really hope it looks a little bit better than this, because I mean, I don't know what's with The Walking Dead and all their games kind of looking not the best. I mean, you guys have to be making a lot of money, right? Let's hope the final version of this game looks a little bit better than this, because it really isn't looking the best. But Even if they don't make this look amazing or even a little bit better than this, I'm fine with this because I just want a Walking Dead TV series game. It's been way too long since we got anything, and I'm just happy that they're doing this. And it's not all about the graphics either. I feel like it's mainly about gameplay, as long as the controls are like decent, and the story, a very important thing, which once again, they already have a story to pretty much go off of, but just adding a couple things with Shane being here. But yeah, that is the only little bit concerning thing that I have going on here, and not necessarily negative. I'm mainly happy about this. And then towards the end of the trailer, we get to see the final parts of Rick and Shane's fight, which is the most exciting thing because this is where all the huge decisions are going to happen. And then we had the funny speech that Rick tells the whole group. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but just hearing him be like, "This isn't a democracy anymore." But this time it's Shane.
No takers? Fine. To get one thing straight.
But get one thing straight. You're staying.
You're staying.
This isn't a
This
democracy.
isn't a democracy anymore.
So pausing the trailer here, we get to see Carl, Daryl, Herschel, Maggie, Beth, I believe, and Glenn, and Lori, and I'm not sure who that is in the back there, but I can't remember if Carol, where she was at when all this happened. I thought she was still with the group. I know Andrea wasn't, though, because she got lost, and pretty much that's how she finds Michonne. So that makes sense with her not being there, but I'm not quite sure why T-Dog and them are. And then in the final part of the trailer, we get to see Rick turning into a walker. And what would be really, really interesting about this is if it played out just like it did with the normal version where Carl shoots Shane, but in this case it would be Rick. That would be so messed up. So yeah, that's the final part of the trailer. And once again, I'm just really excited to see what Shane does against the governor and how that's going to play out. I don't know if he would have a tough time with the governor. I mean, the governor is a crazy dude, especially in the comics, but I don't know. I feel like Shane could take him on pretty easily. With Rick, I feel like he struggled a lot against the governor. He really wasn't scary psychopath Rick, you know? That was after the prison, so he wasn't a Shane. Shane was already Shane at that point because he's Shane. So I'm excited to see what he does against the governor and how well he fights back against him. I have a feeling he's going to fight pretty decently against him, but who knows? And another thing that I'm very curious about is if he would be able to protect Lori and the baby, which was one of the big things that Rick kind of messed up on, and had that little, the little mental breakdown.
Oh, no,
Shane yelling at Rick, "I'm a better father than you, Rick. I can take better care of Lori," and all this other stuff. And I don't know. We'll find out if he's actually all talk or if he's able to protect Lori and she won't die. Honestly, I hate Lori. She's a very terrible character. Terrible mother, 0 out of 10. Michonne's a good mom, though. We love her. She actually treats Carl better. Yeah, just wanted to say that.
What are you doing?
Winning a bet?
In your dreams.
I'm still on.
Oh, come on.
Hey, but you said. Come on, we always share.
So the game is going to be developed by Game Mill Entertainment, and looking them up, they have worked on Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which I really enjoyed that game. I think it's a really good game. And then, what was it? Flux Games. Now, I'm not quite sure what they have really done. Looking up all their stuff, nothing really comes up except Cobra Kai, doesn't look very promising with them. I don't really know what they do unless there's something else, but yeah, not much with them. But my final thoughts on everything, I think that this game has so much potential, and I just really hope this game isn't a flop. Like, that's like my biggest fear. I don't think it will be, though. I mean, once again, they have a really good story going on for them, but if the controls are very terrible and like janky gameplay, no one's gonna really want to play that. But let's hope that's not the case. I am going to think as positive as I possibly can. But yeah, comment down below letting me know if you think this game is going to be a flop or if you think it's going to be good or decent. And who your favorite Walking Dead character is. I would love to know down below. Sadly, we don't have a release date, so I'm not quite sure when the game is going to be released, but I am so excited and I'm going to be checking every single day. And if they release any more trailers, I might review them on this channel. I know you guys are used to seeing mainly Dead by Daylight content, but every now and then, if it's like The Walking Dead or Resident Evil, I'm probably just going to review it and talk about it, so yeah. And for those of you that stayed and watched the whole video, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I have plenty more Dead by Daylight content coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys very soon. Stay ghosty.